What's up, guys? It's your boy Kittens coming back to you guys with a video in the morning. I was just thinking about this situation, like the most awkward thing that's ever happened to me in my life, and it's really, I kind of have the hoodie on. It's a little cold. The most awkward situation that's ever happened in my life. I was staying at a hotel and I had like a bunch of stuff with me. At the time, like I just bought like a bunch of watches from Invicta, so I had like all these cases of watches or whatever. And I was like planning on traveling around, but I kind of just like decided to like personally invest in a bunch of jewelry or whatever, and then like do another lease with an apartment for another year, but like get like 2 rooms instead of 1 room or something. But yeah, so like at the time I was staying in apartments, or not apartments, but in hotels, and I was moving from one hotel to the other. So I like got an Uber, like an XL Uber or whatever, and I literally was going like down the street like over in Newark area. And the lady, like, as I was packing, we started giving me crap about, like, if I was going to tip her or not. Because it was, like, a $4 or $5 ride or something. Like, it literally was, like, right up the street. And I was like, oh, well, I guess I'm going to tip. I was planning on tip. I usually always tip because I used to work in, like, tip jobs or whatever. And, so this lady was, like, giving me crap about that. And as that was happening, that conversation kind of went fine or whatever. There was a big truck that came by that was towing something, or like towing some other like trailer or whatever behind it. And the guy like yelled at me and was like, oh, hey, like you can't park there, that's illegal. And I was like, well, like, I'm in front of a hotel, like there's like a strip in front of the hotel where there's like a walkway and stuff like that, where like people, commonly park there to like move stuff or whatever. I'm like clearly packing a car, so I straight up was just like I'm at a hotel, and I was like talking to the dude, and I was like, hey, like, you could like, could you just back up? Like, are you fine? Like, are you able to like back up or whatever with the trailer? Because I understand, like, backing up with trailers is kind of like tough, especially in parking lots where there's like a bunch of cars and like crap going on. So, at that point, the lady walks over to me for the Uber and was like, hey, like, get all your stuff out of my car because, like, I don't think you're going to tip me enough. And, like, and I was just like, what the hell? Like, I actually, like, had all my stuff in her car at that point. And I was just like, well, I straight up was like, I kind of said that I was going to tip you, but, like, I mean, you're telling me to take all my stuff out? I mean, like, I'm, like, definitely not getting a tip now. You know what I mean? Like, fuck that, complained about her and all that. And, when that was happening, the fucking truck driver yelled back out, was like, oh, you guys gotta move, because, like, I'm about to call the cops and all this shit. And I was like, dude, like, can you just, like, fucking back up? Like, I straight up was like, I'm in front of a hotel. Like, I like, came at the dude and was like, do you, like, know how to back up with the trailer? Or are you, like, just not able to? Or, like, you just not figuring that out? Like, straight up was like, you're not figuring that out yet? Like, I'm parked in front of a hotel. Like, and so I was sitting there, like, having to yell at this dude and say that crap, and then having to, like, unpack my shit from the fucking car as they drive away. And I was sitting there, like, 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 to make things worse, I literally, like, at the time, I had my cat with me, too, and I was thinking about, like, doing traveling or whatever, and going through a couple of states, and and decided to buy a bunch of jewelry instead, and, do the apartment, or, locked into a purchase. I was like, I'd rather just be stable and, like, live somewhere for a while and, like, try to sort out what I'm doing. So that was definitely the most awkward moment of my entire life. Like, that was, like, so awkward. Like, I still think about that every once in a while and just think, like, what the hell? Like, I'm glad no cops were called or anything. And that I was able to just call another Uber and they just took me across the street and everything was fine. But it is annoying. It's annoying. Newark, man. I hope you guys have enjoyed the video. It's been a while since I've done like a life story or anything like that. So yeah, it's been your boy Kids.